Do you remember Glee? Of course you do. It was the show that exploded onto our screens, bright, loud, and full of heart. For 6 seasons, we watched the New Directions Glee Club sing, dance, and dream their way through high school. In 2012, Glee paid tribute to the king of pop, Michael Jackson, with an episode packed with iconic songs and dance moves. At the center was Never Can Say Goodbye, a soulful Jackson 5 hit from 1971, all about the pain of leaving someone you love. Michael's voice made it a classic, and its theme of not wanting to let go was perfect for Glee's story of teens on the brink of change. Glee was known for its tribute episodes, but this one felt inevitable. Michael's music is theatrical, emotional, and made for big moments. Never Can Say Goodbye was chosen for a reason. It was the perfect song for one of Glee's most complex characters, Santana Lopez. The writers used it to explore the bittersweet feeling of saying goodbye to high school, friends, and the place that felt like home. Graduation was looming, and the future was a big question mark. The song's push and pull mirrored the character's own struggles with moving on. Giving this song to Santana was a stroke of genius. It wasn't just a cover, it was a translation of the show's core emotions into a single, unforgettable performance. The episode captured the heartache and hope of growing up, and it all started with a song that never really lets you say goodbye. The episode, simply titled Michael, aired in January 2012 as the 11th episode of Season 3. The New Directions faced off against the Dalton Academy Warblers in a regionals showdown, Michael Jackson style. The episode was a non-stop celebration of MJ's greatest hits, with performances like Wanna Be Startin' Something, Bad, and Black or White. But amid the spectacle, the show made space for real emotion. Finn, Quinn, and Rachel all faced big decisions about their futures, and Michael's music became the soundtrack to their struggles. Never Can Say Goodbye wasn't part of the big competition. It was a quiet, personal moment. Santana Lopez stood alone on the dimly lit stage, no backup dancers, just her and her feelings. This stripped-down performance focused entirely on Santana's vulnerability. It was a turning point. Santana revealed she'd earned a cheerleading scholarship to the University of Louisville. That meant leaving Ohio, her friends, and her girlfriend Brittany behind. The song became her way of processing this huge change. She sang to her best friends Quinn and Mercedes in the audience, a private goodbye, full of fear and excitement. The scene was intimate, raw, and honest. It was about more than just leaving school. It was about leaving a part of herself behind. The performance captured the bittersweet reality of growing up, and it was one of Glee's most powerful moments. To understand why this performance is iconic, you have to understand Santana Lopez. She started as a mean girl, a sharp-tongued cheerleader hiding her true self. But as the show went on, we saw her vulnerability and her struggle with her identity. Santana's journey of self-acceptance, coming out as a lesbian, finding love with Brittany, and facing judgment, was one of Glee's most powerful storylines. By the time she sings Never Can Say Goodbye, Santana has grown. She's found acceptance in the Glee Club and is ready to move forward. The song becomes a metaphor for her journey. She can't say goodbye to the place where she found the courage to be herself. The lyrics take on new meaning. She's singing about her friends, her home, and the safety she found there. Naya Rivera's performance is unforgettable. Her voice is strong but tinged with sadness and hope. Every note carries the weight of Santana's history. She stands still, letting her voice do the work, and it's more than enough. The performance is both technically impressive and emotionally raw. It's a masterclass in storytelling through song. Santana's goodbye is about more than leaving school. It's about leaving behind fear and embracing her future. And that's what makes it so powerful. The performance is layered with meaning. On the surface, it's about graduation, but for Santana, it's much deeper. She's saying goodbye to the version of herself that lived in fear. McKinley High was where she struggled with her identity, but the Glee Club was her safe haven. When she sings Never Can Say Goodbye, she's reluctant to leave that safety behind. She's stepping into a bigger world, unsure if it will be as accepting. The song is a prayer for the strength she found at McKinley to carry her forward. The family she found in New Directions stood by her, celebrated her, and defended her. Her performance is a tribute to that found family, a quiet thank you to Quinn and Mercedes. The scene reminds us that family is about love and support, not just blood. As much as Santana doesn't want to say goodbye, she knows she has to. Growth requires change, and the song is about honoring the past while stepping bravely into the future. It's a message of hope for anyone facing a big transition. Glee told viewers it's okay to be sad about endings, but new beginnings are waiting. The moment is bittersweet, but it's also full of promise, and that's what makes it unforgettable. When the episode aired, the reaction was immediate. Fans were moved, especially young LGBTQ+ viewers who saw themselves in Santana's journey. Never Can Say Goodbye became a standout moment, praised for Naya Rivera's emotional depth and vocal power. The performance was more than a cover. It was a perfect marriage of character, story, and music. The simplicity of the staging made the emotion shine through, creating an intimate connection with viewers. Years later, it remains one of Glee's most beloved moments. It's often cited as a prime example of what made the show special, its ability to be both over-the-top and deeply heartfelt. The scene showcased Naya Rivera's immense talent and gave a powerful voice to a groundbreaking character. Never Can Say Goodbye is more than just a song in a TV show. It's a time capsule. It captures the pain and beauty of growing up, the importance of found family, and the courage to embrace the future. For many, it's also a tribute to Naya Rivera herself, a reminder of the light she brought to the screen. It's a moment Glee fans will, fittingly, never be able to say goodbye to.